Okay, if you're listening on the podcast, welcome back. If you're joining me on the video, hello, April 2nd. As I'm doing this, I'm trying to picture people that are listening to the full podcast, and I keep repeating certain things. So I might change that format, not sure. And you guys can't believe how incredibly bright it is in here, but in this video it doesn't look that bright. Part of that is because of the TV behind me. This has been very, very tricky. So this part, this is starting to become my favorite part because I can really share what's going on, what's behind the scenes. Because that's all I'm doing at this point is sharing with you what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. You can see if this is something that you want to pursue. I know in the beginning stages when I was, my goal was to make money online, to be able to make money from my computer, and it started with drop shipping on eBay many years ago. But that wasn't, it didn't feel right. That wasn't where my passion was. So as I was searching, you know, you hear so many different things, and you're like, which way do I go? And that's the tricky part. It requires a lot of quiet time, a lot of self-introspection, a lot of deciding what you want. But you have to get the perfect start. And the perfect start is just starting, period. That's the perfect start. It's just what it is. Start. Go. Because no matter what you decide to do, it's going to change. It's going to progress. It's going to get better. No matter how prepared you are, you see it all the time. You see it all the time with companies, products, big and small. Wherever it starts, it grows and gets better. So just get started, and you'll start. You'll start to feel it. You'll start to see you'll start gravitating. You'll start going towards what you want to do. You know, this concept that I'm doing, I was told a long time ago, it won't work. Don't do it that way. Blah blah blah. And now, in retrospect, I'm looking. You have to be careful of who you listen to and who you work with, because unless you're working with a true mentor, they'll be able to take and understand what your vision is instead of trying to mold your vision into theirs. Yes, there's fundamentals in business and in life. You know, when you're working online, if you're building a website, there's fundamentals because people do the studies of what causes people to buy. You know, certain fonts, certain colors, blah, blah, blah. But there's always exceptions to the rules, right? There's ugly websites that make money. So I came to the conclusion, I believe a lot of that has to do with intention, with the individual. What is your intention as you're putting it out there? That's who you're going to attract. So I spent many years in the same group, but with different coaches within that group, constantly telling me, no, you need a different font, you need a different color, you need to do this, you need to do that. And all I was doing is changing shit. Nobody took the time to try to understand what I wanted to accomplish and help guide me in that direction. So, was it wasted time? the time could have been used better. It caused me to go into hibernation for a long time because I couldn't find any answers. I couldn't find any mentors. I couldn't find what I was looking for, even though every day I thought about it. So, you know, you have to just keep going. Don't keep repeating the same mistakes. You have to be aware of what you're doing and what's going on. And it's, you know, a lot of times we just want people to tell us what to do. I'll do the work. Just tell me what to do. Well, you know, if that's the case, then go be a ditch digger, you know. Dig me a ditch. Dig me a hole 6 feet deep, 6 feet wide. If you're wanting to get into creative space, you have to be creative. So it's, you know, I've read the book Think and Grow Rich a couple of times. Good fundamental philosophies in there. But didn't help me much. I still use some of the philosophies. The science of getting rich is probably the main focus because it's more of a science. So, you know, people say follow your heart. Well, where does that come from? You do. It does come down to following your instinct, and that's why I'm such a huge proponent of meditation. I've finally gotten into a habit where I do it every morning, try to do a little bit at night, and I'll probably share a lot of that on Ron's Choice. So I highly recommend, you know, staying in touch with me there. See, that's been one of the things for me with putting this whole thing together is how do I tie all of it together? Because a lot of the fundamentals apply to everything. You know, Ron's Choice is happiness, health, and prosperity. Well, meditation is a foundation for all of that. There's different types of meditation. So there's a lot of things that are fundamental and foundational for everything. Now, the reason why I separated it out is because, first of all, I was taught niches, which makes sense, you know. Some people aren't interested in losing weight. Some people aren't interested in making money, making more money, making money online. Maybe they're just struggling in relationships and personal happiness. So that's why at the moment the format is I put everything on the podcast. So if you want to listen, it starts with Ron's Choice, goes to the fundamental diet with health, and then attracting prosperity. But I have 3 different websites, 3 different fan pages. So if there's something that you want to focus on, you can go there. The only problem is, well, I think Ron's Choice, happiness is the foundation. Yeah, I think you have to grasp that. That's your foundation before you can go lose weight, get healthy, or go make money. So I guess that's what I'm saying now is follow me there because that's the foundation. Everything gonna be all right, man. Everything starts in the mind. You create your own world. So I try. I don't debate. I don't try to convince, but I just share with you how I see the world, and I know some of it could go either way, but and things are subject to change. You know, I'm learning, I'm growing, but fundamentally, it's up to you. If you want something, life will give it to you. If you want it bad enough, and it doesn't matter if it's what's considered good or bad, depending on who's looking at it. If you want something to happen, to have, to be, life will give it to you. If you follow certain universal laws, and what I've noticed is people that get what they want, good, bad, or indifferent, use these universal laws whether they know it or not. So why not learn how to use them, how it works, to achieve what you want? So what I'm doing is putting together the 3 websites, and I'm using this as practice because I'm going to build a funnel off of them. There's going to be an opt-in with a free offer, with an upsell, and a thank you page. And then I'm going to start building funnels through ClickFunnels. Because this is challenging. I kind of enjoy it, but building a website, learning the software, learning the programs, installing, getting stuff to get to work right, getting a shopping cart, doing the videos, it's just, there's a lot to it. I do have a ClickFunnels account. I have not done a ClickFunnels yet, but supposedly everything's there, everything's integrated, and it makes it a lot easier. So you can focus more on content and creation, on what you're wanting to do, or promoting whatever it is. Because apparently with ClickFunnels you can promote any type of business. I haven't quite got my head all the way around that yet, but working on it. So, with that being said, and as I go, I'm also working on affiliate marketing, because my goal here is to do two different things, is to be able to market other people's stuff without having to do videos, without having to do sales and whatnot, because that's a part that I want, and I think it will help other people. Then the other part is this, being able to share, because that's where my true passion is. So, I mean, I've been trying for years, and I've had some success with doing different types of things, with small success with the drop shipping, a little success with FBA, fulfillment by Amazon, selling shit on Amazon. The affiliate marketing, and that's my next goal, is to learn marketing. That was always the main goal. And that's where all this other stuff falls short. Is you can build stuff, you can have a great product, but if you don't know how to market it, if you can't get it out to the people, I mean, if it's not one of those things that's a word of mouth, and hopefully it takes off, but marketing that's the next big step. So stay tuned. My goal is to come to you every day with some updates. One of my biggest challenges has been these lights. I'm looking at the video here. I don't know if you can't see me. Oh, I have a monitor over here. I have my laptop on this side, and because of the TV, I thought this was just such a great idea. Because I used to have a whiteboard, and then I've got a green screen, but that takes a whole lot more work. So it's like, if I just put the TV, I can run slides. But because it's so bright, I mean, I guess I could change it to where it has a black background, but it causes the aperture in the camera to go dark. And you can see one of the lights here in the mirror, and I've got another one in front here, so I don't look so dark. But Yeah, I don't know. I'll work on it. Like I said, the perfect start is just starting, and then you figure it out as you go. So, see you guys tomorrow.